A very warm welcome back to Grand Tactician, the Civil War, our Union campaign. And in this episode, we're going straight into a battle. This is a battle between Grant and Sherman and some Confederate guys. I can't remember who it is. I think it might be Sterling Price. I'm sure we'll come across him sooner or later. It's the Battle of Bolivar, Tennessee, June the 6th, 1862. Just before I crack on, if you can hear any hum in the background, I don't know if you will be able to, but if you do, I've got a fan running in here because we've got temperatures kind of in the mid to high 20s Celsius, which is 75, 80 Fahrenheit for you Americans out there. And that is pretty much tropical temperatures for where I live in northeast England, and I'm boiling. So we're running a fan in here. So if there is noise, I don't know if it will be picked up, but if there is, that's what it is. And I hope it's not too annoying. But anyway, so let's have a quick look at this battle. We're fighting in Tennessee. If you remember from the last episode, we pushed down into Tennessee. We've taken Memphis. Things are going pretty well on the military front of things. Not so good in finances, but we'll get to that once we get back to the campaign map. So, what's going on here and what are we doing? Basically, it's 1800 hours, so almost nightfall. We've got probably 3 hours before dusk. We've got Sherman's corps over here. Well, it's Sherman's army, but these are still corps-size units. They're just independent corps. So we've got Sherman with the Army of Tennessee, and we've got Grant with the Army of the Mississippi. 30,000 men under Grant, and just under 25,000 under Sherman. So we've got Confederates coming in up here on the Shunpike Road? Shunpike Road, yeah. 2 entry points. We're not entirely sure which one they're coming from. But either way, they've got some rough terrain to cross. This is the Shiloh battlefield. We fought on the Shiloh battlefield previously, and it was a pig of a map. We had to defend this area here. The Confederacy came in from down the bottom, and it was a grim fight, but you can go back and watch that, of course. And while I'm on the subject, obviously, this is now episode 10 of this playthrough, so it is getting on a little. So if you have missed the series so far, there'll be a link in the description to the playlist. There'll be a link in a pinned comment, so you can go back and check it out. And also, if you're new here, if you check out my channel, you'll see that there are other campaigns that we've already completed. We've got a few CSA campaigns, including an 1864 CSA campaign, which you don't see that much of on YouTube. And also a Union campaign, but this is the first kind of full Union campaign I'm playing. And it's tough. I'll be honest. It's a tough campaign here, especially on the finances. But let's get back into this episode. Let's get on with this battle, and let's have a quick look at our dispositions here. So, like I say, we've got Grant on this kind of the eastern side here near Pittsburgh Landing, with the Tennessee River flowing down the back of his position. We've got Snake Creek running across, and that then turns into Owl Creek, I guess. I'm not sure. Or maybe this top bit's Snake Creek. Yeah, so the top bit's Snake Creek, and then this is Owl Creek running along towards the west. The question is, where are the Confederates coming in from? So they're coming in from here or here. So that gives them an option. And either option is likely to take them right to this crossing here. Now, I've defended this crossing. We've got some works up. I've got a division over here, just a small division under Prentice, 5,600 men, who are watching this just in case they end up deciding to come this way and try to cross over this side. We've also got Minty's Cav division, which probably won't be needed there, if I'm honest. I'm going to actually move them back, and we'll put them on this crossroads. Yeah, so we've got Minty's guys here. That's I was just interrupted by a delivery there. I've probably cut this out, but if I haven't, then that's why there's a little gap. So we've moved Minty back to this crossroads, and we'll decide what to do with him from there. We've got Custer with his guys, armed with Hall carbines, good weapons, and then Hurlbut with mixed carb weapons, which is obviously not that good. And he's also supported by a 24-pound howitzer, so we'll deploy them as and where needed. But artillery's not going to play a big part in this battle. The terrain just doesn't lend itself to it. It's too wooded, too swampy. It's just no good. Harney is positioned here on this road. Harney's positioned here on this road because I'm going to move his 7,500 men to block this crossing, which is where I suspect the Confederates are going to cross. Now, we can't build any works here, but there are a couple of fences. Hopefully we can get in position and we can stop them crossing. We've got George Thomas covering this crossing right here with his division. And then we've also got Lew Wallace, if I can find him. Where's Lew Wallace? Lew Wallace, right. So Lew Wallace and George Thomas, they're kind of spread here, covering this crossing. But obviously, if it looks like the main crossing's coming from here, we will absolutely shift at least one of those divisions across. But Sherman's division is going to head straight for here. I've got Richard Johnson and his cavalry division of 4,800 men with 7 guns poised on the road to press this way and to get straight here if they can. As well as that, we've got 2 more infantry divisions. We've got Palmer's division and McDowell's division. That's not McDowell from Virginia. It's a different McDowell. It's John McDowell. And McDowell is going to go to this crossing. Palmer is going to head himself over this way in case the Confederates come off the road and pull across. Or maybe we'll just put him here on this little rise. I don't know. The terrain is terrible in this map, so let's see how this goes. And as well as that, we've got Quinby with his guns. It's a bit of a mismatch of artillery units. We've got 12-pound Napoleons, 24-pound howitzers, 30-pound Parrots, and 24-pound howitzers. So it's a total mixed bag, really. A couple of units of 24-pound howitzers, and then these 12-pound Napoleons and 30-pound Parrots, which are sadly not going to be all that much use due to the terrain and the way the game mechanics work. So all that being said, I'm going to just press play here and I'm going to give some orders out. So we're going to press play. I'm going to pause it straight away. Oh, actually, and he is here already, so he can deploy all the way up to here. All right, well, that makes things a little more difficult. But either way, we're going to push Harney. Yeah, we're going to have to... Not there, though. Maybe here. Yeah, we'll push Harney that way. And we're going to start moving the cav up as well. And the guns, like I say, the guns probably won't be all that much use. We'll kind of keep them near the back here. Palmer, now do we need him over here? I'm not sure. It's a tricky one, but we'll find out. I mean, McDowell is going to march that way. Palmer, what are we doing with Palmer? We could all swing Palmer around if the opportunity presents itself. Swing him around and take him in the flank. So yeah, Palmer's going to go there. All right, so Harney's got his orders. I doubt we're going to need Prentice over here, but I'm going to keep him in place for now. Let's get started. Let's see what he does. Hancock's covering this crossing here. Actually, while we're at it, I'm going to give everybody long-range orders. That I always do when we're in defensive positions like this. Oh, now, in the last battle, in this battle, I think it's Sherman who's in charge of the battle. And I raised the question, why is that when Grant was senior to him and Grant was first in the field, Grant was first given an army command, and so on and so forth. And the comment came back that it's because Sherman was on offensive stance and Grant on defensive, and that then dictates who the commander of the battle is. Also, the commenter said, I've got no reason to believe that's wrong. And it kind of makes sense, I guess. So there's that. Let's just speed this up a little bit. All right, so our guys are on the move here. Governor K. Warren in the lead. Sweeney following on. He's making some moves here. McIntosh. Crutchfield. We're starting on a minor defeat. I guess it's because of morale. Yeah, his morale's slightly higher than ours. We're not getting points for the objective. Now, that's interesting. Why is that? It's saying he's got 34,000 in the field. So it's Winder's brigade there, I think it is. Hard to see, but if you're getting a bit closer, it doesn't really show. Yeah, Winder. McIntosh on the move, so they are going for this crossing. Let's just slow this down a little bit. Aha. And Palmer's made good time up here, actually, so there's a definite opportunity for swinging around. All right, so Warren's guys are here. Well rested, regular training. That's excellent. Now I'm going to pull them forward just slightly so they're going to get in range of the crossing as the guys are crossing. Sweeney, I'm going to bring him in here and hope that that's going to be able to give some fire off. Who's the 3rd Brigade of this unit? There they are. Hawkins, kind of lagging behind a little. We've also got the Cav arriving. Catterson in the lead here. He's definitely making a push for this bridge, without a doubt. Or he's going to march around. But either way, I'm pretty glad we've sent Palmer out this way. Sherman has actually gone with Palmer's division. That's fine, I guess. McDowell's boys almost in place as well. I think I want McDowell kind of here. I suspect we're not going to see too much fighting in this time. So Thomas, we don't need him here. I think it'd be fine to hold this with that 1 division. So I'm going to move them across this way, and then that gives them a chance to join in this fight or push off to the left if need be. The guns, is it worth moving them? I don't think it is. I don't think we're going to get a shot here, to be honest. I wonder if I've got the settings too quiet. I'm just going to have a quick look at the options, because I can't actually hear it. I do usually have this turned down, but I verified the files and it changed all the settings. Music volume. Let's turn the music up a little bit. It's quite nice, the music on this. It does get a little repetitive. Sound volume. I'm going to knock that up a little, but we'll keep it as that. See how this goes. You see, very slow going here through these woods. I'm going to knock his skirmishers out, and I just want to kind of place them over here. See if we can maybe get some more fire going as these guys are marching past. It's possible it won't happen. Springfield Musketeers for the 1st Kentucky Cav Brigade. Again, if they've got names like that, it's just because I'll have changed them, because half of them seem to come through as the 2nd Cavalry or the 2nd Brigade or whatnot. The 1st California Cavalry. Cool. Again, it'll be one I've changed. Wisconsin Volunteers. California Infantry Brigade. The 2nd Brigade, there you are. The 2nd Brigade, again. I should really... And again, 2nd Brigade. So we've got so many 2nd Brigades. I should really go out and change most of them. It's quite annoying when they're all the same. So we're coming up for 1900 hours here. Macintosh heading for the bridge. We've got Thomas Sweeney almost in position. Skirmishers are opening up. Let's slow this down. It's going to be a little bit of an evening fight here. French with his 12-pound field guns. Alright, so I'm going to form this Cav into a double line. Macintosh has pushed his way straight over here. Our guy's still getting in place. So one of these guys from the rear here, Lawler, I'm going to bring him across to this side, if he can make it. And we're going to bring him along this fence. I mean, he's going to be a bit of a pig to cross this creek, but I think I'll be okay. I'd like it if he switched to line formation, of course. Whoa! Right, so he must have realised that I've moved troops away from here, and he's now pushing across this ford. Great. I like to see that kind of thing. And actually, our guns have opened, so we must have some range with those guys. Excellent. I'll tell you what, we're going to move Minty's Cav Division to support this central region. He's got some guns with him as well. Well, let's call back Beatty just in case. We don't want to be caught short here. I'm going to go ahead and detach him from the division so Beatty can stay over there. Right, so McIntosh is still here, fighting hard. Will he expose his flank? Yes, he will. Nah, he won't. I wanted him to fire on some of these guns because he's got substantial guns coming across there. Not sure why the orders haven't come down to get him into the line. I guess maybe because the enemy are over there. Alright, so yeah. Let's just take a quick look here. Okay, I'm going to leave one brigade over here. I'm actually going to send Sherman back over this way. Let's bring Palmer around. So I've ordered his skirmishers out, but he's not done it. Has he? Oh, there they are. $650 casualties for McIntosh, 850 men left standing. He's not even wavering. Harney's freaking out there. Just pull him back a little, see if that fixes him. No idea if these guns are going to have any shot. I mean, on here it looks like they have, but I bet when you zoom in they haven't. Maybe they have. Nice range on those 30-pound parrots. Looks like McIntosh is able to fight to the very end here, very last man. 650 left standing, 800 casualties. Yet Warren is halfway to breaking with 200 casualties. Alright. So he's having some trouble getting his guys over the bridge here, over the ford. But he's getting them over now. Minty started to move his men across, and Hooker and these 12-pound guns are also on the move, so that should give some nice support there. Keyword should. Sherman is on the move real slow. But we do have Palmer's division moving into place here. We've broken McIntosh. Okay, great. Great work. He's really forcing this crossing. Position Custer right here. We'll dismount him. I mean, our guns are firing. I don't know how effective they're being, but they are firing. This skirmisher detachment is stuck, I want to say, but I don't know. Usually skirmishers don't have much of an issue in the creeks, but they appear to be having an issue there. That's for damn sure. Hurlbutt has arrived. I'm going to also dismount him. These guys are going to fight as infantry pretty much. Let's get him in the trench. It's almost 8 PM. What the hell are they doing going there? End of the day. Okay, fine. Okay, let's redeploy for day 2. I'm not going to touch these guys because I think it's going to... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it's fine, actually. It's fine. I thought that there was 2 separate deployment areas because Sherman was still over here. But it looks okay, actually. Palmer's going to come here. I'm going to reorganize these guys because this is a mess. Alright, so not huge changes here. I'm keeping Harney's 2 brigades in the reserve here. We've got Sweeney up on the line. I've kind of reformed these guys a little bit. The Cav is just going to hang here. Palmer's set for advancing. Let's see how this all goes. Slight reinforcements over here. Custer's in this line. We've got Thomas's, but 2 brigades from Thomas in reserve here. These other brigades detached and over on the left. We're leaving White over to cover this right flank just in case still. And that's that. Let's get started with day 2. Let's see what he's done. He hasn't done anything. Okay. So our guns are firing. I'm not... Like I say, I don't know how effective they're being, but they are firing. We have... I don't know why he's marching. He's getting in cover. So we've got... some guys here. Why are these guys going? Just go to here. I don't know why some of these dudes have started marching as soon as we've started. This is... Alright, so they are pushing across here. But... his guns are really opening up on us. We've got some nice fire arcs like straight across this river. So we're going to get our guys here to lie down because they are being bombarded to hell. We'll get them back up if we need to. Well, when we need to. Okay, so I'm actually going to push in this whole division. 9,000 men. But he's making a massive push on this forward here. We're going to push Cook's brigade into these defences. Yet again, skirmishers not really obeying orders. It's one of those things that seems to be happening a lot lately. No line of sight whatsoever with these guys. I'm just going to... I'll pull them back a little bit. Hancock's boys armed with Mississippi rifles, nice long range, so they are getting long range fire on this bridge. I didn't want to move our guys too close, to be honest, because I think that would have caused problems. But it looks like we may have problems anyway. I feel he may not be aware that this attack's coming in from the flank. His main focus is definitely shifted over this way. I'm going to bring the guns across. Not the guns, sorry, the cavalry across, and they can help bolster up this section of the line. Yeah, here we go. Palmer's guys are well on the way. McIntosh's brigade is there, but there's only 500 of those guys. Our fire is starting to break some of these guns. That's excellent. I had wanted Warren's skirmishers to give some fire over the river, but it's just they're not doing it. Just like these skirmishers are not doing anything. I mean, they're just stuck in the creek. So we should be able to break these artillery units, which is going to give us, obviously, some decent victory points. Mansfield. These guys are armed with Hall rifles. Excellent weapons. 400 yard range. Only 350 on the carbine, but 400 yards on the rifle. And 8 rounds a minute on those. This is a tough map to attack, I know that for a fact, and he's doing alright actually. It's difficult to get across these fords, it's difficult to maneuver your men. Absolutely it is. Palmer's in contact, okay. Yeah, so we sent McIntosh's men running. They weren't quite reformed, I don't think. Excellent work, Palmer. I'm going to push him straight on here. I want to take out these gun batteries. He is starting to get his guys across, though. Rowley's men, very tired. That's his skirmishers. The actual brigade's just hanging out here, the Kentucky Volunteers. And this is Graham's brigade also in place. Nice. sure I understand the exact routing here. Why not just go there? Well, who knows? We are solely like an inch out of range. Really want to move them out of the positions. We'll just keep scribbing it. He'll just keep firing. Lawless guys as well. Just giving them some shots over the river. Warren, idle, won't do anything. Just move forward a bit and give them a few volleys. I mean, why not? Yeah, they have pushed across here, so let's see what they can do if they can get up to our line. Hooker starting to take a few casualties from artillery fire. To be expected. Wind is over and established with his 2,500 men, so yeah, they are definitely pushing over. Let's see what Palmer can do. Let's get these guys broken. And what are they doing? Like the routing is crazy. I'm going to ×2 this. Let's get some speed going. The calves on the move across. Great. If I move these guns forward, will they get more of a shot? I doubt it. If I move the guns across, will they get a shot on them? I seriously doubt it, but it's not even worth doing, I don't think. Ah, Warren skirmishers have actually engaged now. Oh, because they've pushed some of their guys this way. Okay. These artillery units are absolutely breaking now. These guys are exhausted and running away, it looks. Oh, he's really pushing across the river. Yeah, okay. Right, these guns are all broken. There's nothing facing these guys over here at all. It's going to take Palmer forever and a day to get over there, but he's going to try. And the guns, again, it's going to take him. I don't even know how long to get there, but we might as well try. Okay, so this is starting in earnest. We're pulling this whole division out. We're going to leave Sweeney to cover this crossing just in case. A lot of gunfire happening. So Hancock, I'm going to give them, not deadly volley, the long range one I wanted. Sharpshooters, yep. So these guys are armed with Mississippi, so the sharpshooter perk's good. I was tempted for iron discipline since they are under a sustained attack here, but I think they'll be okay. Alright, so Hooker's guys done a good job here breaking this cav. Heavy fighting. Very, very heavy. Walker's guys, another good job here. Tiny little brigade. These guys are from Tennessee. Ah, that's the skirmishers broken. They weren't really being much use anyway, if I'm honest. just kind of stuck and taking forever. Right, so Palmer's guys on the move. This division's moving across. That's McDowell's division. The guns are moving over as well. Let's get some fresh troops into the centre. Hawkins, off you go, son. Warren, I mean, they've already been engaged, but let's move them across. Yeah, we're holding nicely here. Excellent job from Winfield Hancock. Backed up well by Wagner. Our guns actually been pretty damn effective up here. This was a tight spot for him to attack. Without a doubt, this was a tight, difficult place to attack. Oh no, Hancock was wounded. Damn it. Oh, poor Hancock. We'll have to find a good commander to place in there to take over from Hancock. These guys have done a good job in all the battles they've been in with us. I doubt Palmer's going to be in place to make any substantial input to this fight. I mean, he might be, but he might not be. But they're already starting to pull out. You can feel it here, and you can kind of see them edging back. Let's get this on ×5. I'm actually going to push Hooker forward. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm going to push Hooker forward. See if he can get through. This is quite swampy, so I don't know if he will. He's definitely had enough here. He's pulling his men back. And I can't say I blame him. This was a difficult fight, difficult place to attack. Without a shadow of a doubt. And he forced his whole army, 30,000 men or so, over this one ford. Probably a mistake. He should have attacked all three and took his time with it, but that's easier said than done, isn't it? Warren's detachment low on ammunition. That's fine. Palmer's division seems to have ground to a halt here, which is a little annoying. Push forward, Palmer, come on. Yeah, he's had enough. He's definitely pulling out. What's he doing? Why is he facing away from the enemy? That's, again, one of those things that doesn't really make much sense. Certainly not to me. I'm sure it doesn't to you either. Looks like Palmer's guys might come just in time to swing in here. Yeah, so Palmer's hit him in the flank. Nicely done. Excellent. I love this kind of thing. Hawkins has gone forward as well and broke those guys. Really good job. I'm going to actually push Hawkins over the river. We're going to push Hooker over the river as well. We're going to see if we can cause some more casualties and inflict some more problems for them. And this should now open up Tennessee quite nicely and even Mississippi for invasion. Come on, Hawkins, son, over you get. Bit of a fight for Kenley here. Couple of brigades. Oh, they are still fighting. All credit to them. Yeah, these guns are no good. Hawkins just chose to ignore this order. It's just disappeared. Anderson's actually moving forward. Oh, now Hawkins is moving. Excellent, yeah. Just in time to walk into that fire. Never mind. The enemy is retreating, yeah. And we've got some melee happening here. Hopefully Hawkins won't break. And he did just cross this river, so it's possible he will. He's not entirely sure. Losing quite a few men. A lot of blue bodies on the floor, but actually Anderson's brigade has broken. Nice job, Hawkins. Don't break now. let's go ahead and speed this up to ×2. ×5. Still only down as a minor victory. I mean, really, we would be taking quite a lot of these guys prisoner because there's 2 whole brigades kind of blocking their exit, but, you know, that doesn't really seem to matter too much on this game. Plus, we've got no space for prisoners anyway, so it's probably for the best. Yeah, so where these guys going, they should be prisoners. Anderson's guys maybe could escape, I suppose. But these dudes are literally running back to our lines. I'm disappointed that Hancock's got wounded, but we'll have to find a decent commander for them. It was a pretty fun battle to play. I hope you enjoyed watching it. We're still only on minor victory. Let's have a quick look at the numbers here. 7,000 for them. That was a pretty much disastrous crossing. We lost our gun. They lost 45. 7,000 men out of 35,000. That's a disaster. All right, cool. Let's have a quick look at the campaign situation. All right, let's have a quick look at the numbers. 13 captured. I mean, yeah. Like, I don't really want to capture them because our prison camp is full, but 13? 22 guns, 4,000 small arms. We lost 1,000 men, 152 killed. I mean, the numbers are crazy. And actually now looking at the settings, the music seems too loud. Right. So that was fought right here, just east of Memphis pretty much. Right on the Mississippi state border. We'll play on a little bit here. Finances are tanked. We're really struggling with finances. I don't want to chuck money into any of these things right now. We can't really afford more weapons, so what's the point? Trade warfare is not really going to help our finances. Subsidize industry, I mean, again, it's not really going to do anything. We're working on the Tariff Act in 15 days, which hopefully will do something to help that. We've already... Oh, we didn't do the revenue. I thought we'd done the revenue, but we haven't. We'll do that next, probably. We've already done war bonds, which bumped us back up in credit rating. Let's just have a quick look. So our finances have recovered somewhat, but it's still not good. So you can see here, this is where we did the war bonds, which bumped us back up a little bit into a slightly more respectable realm of credit rating, but it's still not good. Right, so let's have a quick campaign overview here. We've got Buell with his Missouri department at Springfield. We've got Fremont, who's just fought a battle against these guys right here. We've got Nathaniel Lyon with his 21,500 men who've pushed down and taken, are taking Little Rock, Arkansas, so the state capital there. They've got no supply, nothing to eat. The nearest supply depot is some distance away, Batesville. So hopefully they will pick some up from somewhere. I don't even know if there's any point building the depot here, but we'll see. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Our fleet is down here at Vicksburg doing a little blockade and kind of scouting around for what's going on. So there are troops in the Trans-Mississippi, quite substantial troops, but I suspect they're going to come and try and fight us here. Reasonably low on ammunition, nothing to eat, supplies are down. So let's see what Little Rock brings once we capture that. Our engineering force is down here at Memphis. Not really doing much, to be honest. They're just kind of recovering. They had a failed attack on Fort Henry. We also need to hear Fort Donaldson still, so that's something we need to work on. The Central HQ and the Halleck, 4,700. It's kind of a recruiting unit, but I'm using them to stop the gap basically here. I mean, although we have got a couple of forts, not that there's many people in them, but you know, we do have them. We'll be pushing on Tennessee at on Nashville, Tennessee soon. Polk is lurking there with around 2,500. I thought you had more than that. Well, he's lurking around there anyway. In the east, things are going on. We've advanced down here, down into Fredericksburg. So I'm expecting a push back from him. We've also taken Fort Norfolk and obviously Norfolk itself, some parts of North Carolina. So the Confederacy has problems. Our main problem is not on the battlefield. Our problem is in finances, basically. We're really struggling with the finances. Right, so let's just see where this guy retreats to. Towards Corinth, yeah. To be expected, of course. And we'll pursue him straight there with Sherman's force. Army of the West is moving up here with 15,000. Okay, let's just slow this right down. So we are going to send Sherman back this way. And let's stop Grant right here. We'll probably build a fort at Memphis once we've got it secure. Looks like he's given up on Little Rock here. We haven't picked up any supply at Little Rock, so I'm not sure what to do here. He's kind of he seems to have abandoned Arkansas pretty much. So maybe if we zip up here, what's our support in Arkansas? 25%. So I doubt we'll be able to use the river. But if we take Fort Smith, that should give us. Yeah, we can't use the river. We'll have to march. But there's a supply depot here, which is fairly full of gear, actually. So that'll be nice to take. We have got a whole heap of 10-pound Parrots on order, so they'll be replacing some of our crappy artillery. They're here in 4 days. Excellent. We still have 20-pound and 30-pound Parrots as well, which we're kind of keeping to give out towards sieging units and things like that. Just having a quick look here. We've captured some Enfields. That's nice. Some 12-pound Napoleons as well. 8 of them. Now, that's pretty handy. So it looks like these guys are making their new depot at Corinth. Okay, that's fine. Let's take a quick look at this front line view here. So we are starting to control little bits of Mississippi, like very tiny little bits. Tennessee, we're still 35% state support. I suppose maybe that's what it stays on. I really don't. I'm not sure. I rarely play as the Union, so I'm not 100% sure on this. I'm going to move Buell down a little. I wonder if maybe Buell and Fremont are enough to take out the rest of Arkansas and push their forces out of there. Not sure. Maybe not. We could do with another force here just to help wind this up, because they've moved their Army of the West out of there. The Army of West Tennessee is starting to recruit some serious numbers as well. And obviously the Missouri Guard and the Western Army, they're substantial forces. The Confederacy is almost at the same level as us. They've got more Navy tonnage than us, which is flipping ridiculous. But we simply haven't got any money. Okay, so he's actually going to take Memphis back here because we're just not going to get there on time. Nope, and we're fighting again. Right here. His army of Tennessee, of Tennessee, which is in Arkansas now, is taking on Fremont again. They've got 42 guns. They're always loaded up with artillery. I'm not sure why exactly, but he's obviously not in the same financial predicament as I'm in. He can recruit as he wants. He can build as many ships as he likes, but he still can't seem to win any battles. I mean, hopefully I haven't just jinxed this one, but, you know, It's a bit unrealistic, if I'm being honest. But that's just the way of it. I don't mind. I'm still enjoying the campaign. It's going well, I suppose. We're in June 1862, and I'm going to call it a day right here. So remember, if you're new here, why not leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the episode. If you've got any ideas, let me know. How can I fix this financial problem? I need to bring more troops into the field. There's all sorts of things I need to be doing, but there's no money. There's no money here, and I don't want to tank our credit rating. I don't want to go bust, basically. We need to fix the credit rating. It's just not happening. It's not working. So this battle is going to be in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed the battle in this one. I hope you enjoyed the episode generally. And whatever you're doing today, I hope you're having a great day. And I will catch you in the next one. Ta-ra for now.